What we're approaching now is the area of Jacob's dream, Yaakov's dream, with the ladder. Now, you have the other side that, you have people who will argue that that is the Temple Mount. But this, archaeologically speaking, has been known since the, I don't know, at least a couple of thousand years. And we've got evidence here of the Islam religion coming to this spot and building this structure that we're going to go see right now. Where's the pillow of Yaakov, of Jacob? We don't have any idea, but we have evidence of Jeroboam building a temple up here. And then you've got this is bedrock. You can't get any lower than the bedrock. You have a tradition of this location being Jacob's dream. You've got a 1,000-year-old oak tree. Islam comes in 638. They begin to mark the biblical spots and twist it towards the Muslim perspective. You've got this structure that we see here with the dome, and we've got a niche that we'll look at in a second that points towards Mecca, somewhere 700 to 800 AD. And once that's established on top of something that they had traditionally been the spot of Jacob's dream, then you have the Christians, right? They move in at the point in time whenever they take control of the land. So we've got evidence of a chapel, of a Christian church at different points. So you've got this continuous history that's here. Now, what is the history before the year 700 AD? We've got the tombs that we're going to go see, in a cave in particular that has an oil and a wine press from about 2,500 years ago. Some type of an altar that's part of the Christian church, I think. Probably the altar itself. This is the niche.
Wow. Oh, look at these.
Yeah, this is about 1,200 or 1,300 year old. I don't know about the drawings, but the structure itself. It's coming down through there. A perfect circle.
Amazing.
It is.
You say this points towards Mecca?
This does, the niches. You'll find whenever you see a niche like this, it's going to be Islamic, and it's going to point to the south towards Mecca. You can also find these type of things in some of the ancient Jewish structures too, not to point towards Mecca, but to point towards Jerusalem and the Temple Mount.
Find it, Joseph? Are you ready to go cave diving?
What's this?
Probably a burial tomb. This is going to be part of a cave system for burials, and it's going to go all up underneath this. And as we go around the edge of the hill, we're going to see a bunch more of them.
Can we go down here?
Oh, if you want to, yeah.
You got a light on that thing?
Go on, Jacob. No, Joseph. Sorry.
We'll start calling him Alright.
Is this safe down here?
It's kind of safe.
Oh, so this would have been like a burial chamber.
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
2,000 or 3,000 years.
Maybe more. There's no way to know for sure.
That's incredible. I mean, it's crazy considering this shows the Jewish history. I mean, this is evidence in itself.
Just a small portion of it.
That the land was always given to them.
This for sure. All right, we got 2,000-year-old burial cave, and we noticed because of the way it's cut out.
Oh boy.
It's a burial cave in there. I've never been in there.
That's tight.
Yeah, that's a little tight for me.
I hope there's no snakes.
They'll run from it. Well, that's what they say. Anyway.
Wow, that's very tight down there.
I'm sure it opens up.
You'd have to crawl, wouldn't you?
Well, we've got 2,000, 3,000-year-old burial caves. These burial caves are mentioned in the Bible, 2 Kings 23:16, and Joshua turned and saw the graves that were on the mountain, in Bethel and sent to take the bones out of the graves.
Here's I.
The burial cave's all up in here. You see how it's terraced all the way down?
Yeah.
Stop. Terrace. Spring house way down there, a whole house.
And these are thousands and thousands of years.
There's no way to even date them, and they're everywhere.
So it shows how many people were here back then.
4 techniques from different periods.
Oh, see, this is much bigger.
This is incredible right here.
Wow, look at that.
I just like to look around a little bit before I walk in.
Look at that. Ancient olive press.
Olive and wine presses, both of them. And you've got the different layers of squashing, draining, and then come over here and you can see when it goes through a little hole for the final result. See a little hole? This is your wine press for the juice to continuously flow. These are going to be your olive presses. We've got 4 different periods, but this is going to date back to the first temple period. So we've got 4 different periods of olive and wine presses inside of this one cave. Again, showing a continual usage and holiness of the entire site coming up till today. We have the Orthodox Jews are still coming, and they will come in here and have Shabbats or prayers, read the Bible scriptures. That's for people to come here and pull the Bible out and read it.
So they've made this into like a little seating area by the looks of it.
This probably was originally part of it. I think this is part of the round press, to tell you the truth. The holes, whenever you see the holes like that, this is going to be for the oils and the wine to flow into from up top where you step on it. You're going to have to have a water source. The big hole there.
Wow.
Yeah. I told y'all this place was incredible, man.
I found the water.
Ah. Stagnant. Stagnant now.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
You know, when people say the Bible is not history, this is...
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
They don't teach you this in school, but
No.
it's literally all here.
Just plain common sense. We can read the scripture and see what we see. It's that simple. It's not rocket scientists.
What would you say to atheists seeing this?
Wow.
Because they haven't been taught it in school, so...
This is the beginning of about a 4-hour talk on the proof of God, and we'll start with the Jews themselves. One word to prove God, the Jew. If the Jew in Israel is here, then these promises have been kept over and over and over for 3,000 years, and it's impossible for that to happen. 200 years ago, Jews are spread throughout the world, very few of us, and it's the only time in the history of mankind where an ethnic group, a religious group, has come back into one of the most powerful nations in the world. It's never happened before. And we can go through minute details in the Bible of the prophecies and the scientific, archaeological, eschatological evidence over and over and over and over.
So do you think that's why there's such a big hatred of Israel and the Jews?
Of course, the enemy. If there's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then there's an enemy. Call him what you want. The devil, Satan, Azazel. Give him whatever name you want to, but he wants the world to be deceived that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not real, and you do that by destroying the Jew, Israel, wiping them off the face of the earth, because that way everything in the Bible would be a lie. But that has not happened, and it won't happen, because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is as real as we are standing here.